Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Purposeful Passion. For fueling your passion, today we have one of my friend Chinmay Pasari, who is working right now in the ITC, and he is going to tell you the interview questions and what are the rounds involved in that. Hi Chinmay.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thanks to you like giving your precious time and helping me to help others chartered accountants for like getting into place in your company and others company. And I hope you have a very great day.
Thank you so much. I hope you have likewise. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, you are
Yeah.
doing a great job helping other CA students sailing through this interview process. Thanks.
And now, without wasting time, we are going to go into the flow. Like, what are the rounds involved in the ITC, and how you got that opportunity, like on campus or off campus?
I got this opportunity through ICI campus, and in ICI campus, it's just a one round which ranges from around 45 to 50 minutes. So that's how it was for me.
And how many people are like interviewing you?
So in interview panel,
Only one person?
the interview panel generally consists of three people. So I think two people will be the chartered accountants, and one guy will be from the HR. So the panel generally consists of three people.
Okay. And what are the questions they are asking? One round will be there, so they are asking the technical interview questions will be there. So can you share the questions which can be useful for the viewers so that they can also practice on those?
So the interview is very much different from unlike interviews from any other companies. So first thing is like the basic question they ask, like tell me something about yourself, and so that is the question which will decide the path of your interview. So where you have to tell about your articleship journey, where you hail from, what all you have done. And based on that, the next set of questions will come. So next set of questions will be your technical questions, and unlike any other company, ITC has like they will ask you questions from every aspect and from every subject. Like you will expect questions from DT, IDT, costing, SFM, FR, audit. So I mean, it's not just like in companies usually they ask questions from FR or audit only, but here they'll ask you questions from every subject. So be well prepared. Also, what I'll recommend others to go through the ITC's annual report also, and also the recent amendments you should be very well versed. Like I think Abhi recently there was this Adani Hindenburg, so you should know what was the case was. You should also know about the recent budget, and also ITC is a secret giant. So I think there was a recent increase in the NCCD, National Calamity Compensation Duty, by 16%. So you should know like what exactly other things are. And also like you should have a little bit idea about the business, like what is our revenue, what is our profits. So all this I think will be a good thing.
And whether they are asking case studies question or like simple one question like one liner or one thing, or they will make a case study or ask you to resolve those questions also.
The case studies will sometimes they do ask case study questions, but case studies will be generally very small case studies. The interviews are not like your consulting firms interviews where they'll give you a complete set of case study, and in an interview you'll be solving just one case study. So it's just like they'll give you a small case studies, and then you need to draw an example out of it and solve them. So generally the questions will be very direct.
Okay. And how the after you go into that profile, how you are like feeling like you are working well or you are getting the things.
Yeah, the work here is very different. The autonomy you get here is amazing. The people you interact with, I mean, the ITC has that the best brains of the country. I mean, the people you work with are like the top scorers, the all India rankers. So that way, it's like a very well. And the guys you report to are like CAs with the 25, 30 years of experience. So that way, it's an amazing place to work.
Okay. And any tip or guidance that you would like to share to the viewers so that they can also prepare what are the sources you have used for this preparation?
So the preparation is like just go through your resume. That's the one thing. Whatever you have written in your resume, you should have an answer for everything. It's not like you have written anything vague in your resume and you just don't know anything. So whatever you have written in your resume, you should have answer for that. go through whatever your studies in your CA final, whatever the articleship experience you have, just recall that, like, okay, these were my major achievements during my articleship. Okay, these could be improved, and that's the one thing. And at least have a little bit research about the company. So at least a company should also get to know, okay, this person value my company. So that's the one thing, and also have a little bit here and there idea about the current affairs, what's going in the market, at least about the stock market also. Like, okay, what is the share price of ITC, or maybe like whatever company a candidate is joining in. And the most important key is have that confidence and smile on your face. The only thing the company tests is the confidence of a candidate. That's it, nothing else. So if you have that confidence that you can answer anything, then obviously you deserve that job. I think that's the
Like, yeah, you said now, like they are asking questions from different like subjects, which you can say like FR, SFM. They are touching up all on the things. So what are the questions they basically ask? Like if I go into the FR, they will ask 115, 116. If I go into the like costing, they are going to ask cost reduction, cost control. What are the aspect? What are the like Pareto analysis? They may ask. So what are
correct,
the
correct.
type of questions they are asking?
Yeah, correct.
If you are
These are
able
the
to
only
remember.
questions they ask in the FR and costing, like you mentioned. So FR, may like based on your articleship experience, they can draw some questions. So if I give you my example, like somewhere I mentioned in my interview that I worked on a biotech line. So then the next set of questions were revolving around that only. Like, okay, so if you worked on a biotech client, did they had any intellectual asset? How do they value an intellectual asset? What are the phases on accounting an intellectual asset? What costs are included in an intellectual asset? And how do you impair it? How do you value it? When can you revalue it? So it's like how you answer the set of questions. The next set of questions will be definitely will be a succession of that. And it's like, yeah, in ITC, like I mean, they grill down the deep down in the questions, like the answers you give, they'll grill down. Okay, like, do you have very deep knowledge about the subject, or you are just having a knowledge from like the top only? So that's how it is. And in SFM, they generally ask like, okay, suppose I'm going for a project. So if I want to see the feasibility of a project, what are the methods to check the feasibility of a project? Like, suppose there are methods such as NPV, IRR. Okay, which method is the most best method to value a project? This can be questions you can expect. Indirect tax, you can expect questions from transfer pricing and our taxations, like corporate taxes, and what are the deductions available to a corporate company.
Chinmay,
Like all this you can expect. Even like the interview asked me like a question about, okay, suppose my income is 1.5 million. Should I go for an old tax regime or new tax regime? So I mean, the questions could be anything. In indirect tax, the interview asked me the questions about block credit, 17 subsection 5. And then he drew a case. Okay, this is a project. Now, which all things I can take and input tax credit? So questions could be literally anything.
okay.
So you should have like well prepared. And that's it.
Okay, so basically, Chinmay want to say like if you are going for ITC, then you need to prepare all the things. You can't left out anything. So
Exactly.
सब चीज करके ही जाना है. Okay.
हाँ, मतलब
So
सब
you
चीज
need to
करके
prepare
जाना.
accordingly. So you can answer. If you don't know the answer, then say you don't know the answer. That's the basic thing you want to convey.
Yeah, actually. So, I mean, the guys who are taking your interview are CEs with the 30-35 years of experience. So, at least if you know the answer, then it's very good. If you don't know the answer, then politely deny it. And I mean, yeah, at many instances in the interview, it's not just ITC, in other companies also, the interview will try to grill you. Like, even if your answer is correct, they'll tell you, no, 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 I have a different perspective, even if your answer is correct. So if you know your answer is correct, then like try to keep your stand very politely. But if you know that your answer is wrong, then accept it and move on.
So
And
they
yeah,
are checking your confidence, whether you are confident or not. That part.
correctly. In most of the companies, the only aspect they test in a candidate is the confidence level of a candidate. That's what I think.
Okay. Thank you, Chinmay, for coming on Purposeful Passion and sharing all these insights so that
Yeah.
it will be helpful for our viewers so that they can also get selected and place their job and in ITC. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you so much, Ujjwal. And yeah, one more thing I want to mention the candidate. At least have a few set of questions like that you can ask the interviewer. It should not be like a one-way conversation that the other guy is asking and you are answering. Have like you can Google it. What are the questions you can ask to an interviewer? It could be like a feedback. You can ask, why should I join this company? You can ask the guys like, where do you see the future of this company? What are the growth opportunities I can get? So at least it should look like a two-way conversation, like the conversation you have with your friend. That way it should be like. So have the few set of questions that at the end of the interview you can ask, like have a 5 minutes of the blockage time, then you can ask the interviewer, and the interviewers also feel generally happy when you ask the questions to them. It just not should look like a one-way conversation. So that's a one good tip from my side. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Ujjwal, for inviting me in. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
And one more tip from my side. If you are not able to answer any question, then ask the interviewer to answer that particular question. What's your opinion? So that's my tip from my side. Thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, bye. Have a good day.